If you can play something slowly, you can play it quickly. So I played it very slowly, and then I got it a little quicker. A bit faster. And eventually I got to 15 notes a second.
Hello everybody!
Today's a very special video.
We're about to bag out this guy who claims to be the fastest violinist in the world.
This is what our channel's becoming now.
And no, we're not talking about this guy. 7 billion population, all the Linglings, but this guy is faster than all of them. And you know it's gonna be legit because it's on BBC News. Quality news source.
Best content.
What gave you the idea of playing, I mean, obviously you've been probably playing the violin since you were a kid, but playing it fast?
Well, I was knocked off in a bike accident cycling around London about 4 years ago. I really hurt my wrist. My bandmate in the band Fuse said, Ben, why don't you see this as a target of rehabilitation? Why don't you go for this Guinness World Record? It had been set and I aim to break it.
I aim to break it.
So straight off, he's got the inspirational story prepared. It's coming from tough times. He fell off a bike. Actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but I was in a wheelchair before.
So I told Eddie, like, look man, why not just hit 10 million subs?
I have my inspirational story, so let's hit 10 mil subs, guys.
If you haven't subbed, please click the smash the subscribe, and let's hit 10 million stars because the world needs to know classical music is more than just playing fast.
Just give us a few bars of a normal pace. Now that looks pretty fast to me anyway.
Why is there 5 strings on that thing?
According to, let me check Wikipedia. What is a violin? It's made out of wood and it has 4 strings and a body.
So he's not even playing a violin. He's not even playing a violin.
It's like not actually a violin. It's a subcategory of a violin.
I think some people might not understand. Automatically, if you're playing an electric violin, that's already like cheating, because you don't need to worry
About projection,
contact, any of that, because it's like, you know.
Okay, it's a violin and an electric violin. They're 2 different things.
So already the title should be fastest
electric
violin / viola in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now that looks pretty fast to me anyway. Now,
Absolutely, we practice. If you can play something slowly, you can play it quickly.
If you can play something slowly, you can play it quickly.
Oh, only if life was that easy.
Yeah, guys, if you can play it slowly, just play it quickly. Just become Ling Ling already. What's wrong with you guys?
It's all about playing fast, man. I'm gonna serenade you.
Okay. Wait. But if you can play it slowly, you can play it quickly. Oh, so much better.
So I played it very slowly, and then I got it a little quicker. A bit faster. And eventually I got to 15 notes a second. That kind of thing.
$15 notes a second.
I couldn't hear a single one of them because it sounds like.
Oh, I can clap 15 claps a second, right?
You know what this is? This is mumble rap on the violin.
Yeah, it's mumble
You
rap.
can't hear a single note. What's the point of playing fast if you're not playing the notes?
When you learn an instrument, it's all about playing. First, get the right notes. Then play fast if the piece is meant to be fast. Then play fast the right notes and hear every single note. Oh, dude, it's so simple.
Now, a little bit faster. And now, with 15 notes a second.
Interesting.
that is extraordinary. Presumably, you could do that with any piece that you chose? I mean, are there any that are kind of almost sacrilegious, that it's a slow piece, it should never be played at speed?
Well, I think Paganini was one of the first violin rock stars, and his music, like Flight of the Bumblebee, is full of quick notes that are continuous. Flight of the Bumblebee has 810 notes.
That's a great way of dodging a question. He didn't even answer his question.
You didn't even answer the question. Hey, Brett, is there any sacrilegious pieces that should not be played fast?
Well, Paganini can play 150 notes.
Semiquavers, you have to play 4 per click for the Guinness World Record, and like that, to be able to play 810 notes in under a minute, you could do the same with Paganini, something like moto perpetuo, which means always moving. That kind of thing.
Wait, playing fast is one thing, but you also have to play the right notes.
Paganini moto perpetuo, which means always moving. Except you forgot to move your left hand fingers.
Do classical violinists, and you know, I was told when we were doing this piece that there was this incredibly valuable violin. It is incredibly valuable violin, but it's not what I kind of expected. I expected some, you know, 18th century Italian masterpiece to be coming into the studio, and you've got a very modern violin there. I just wonder whether sort of classical musicians think that what you're doing is, I don't know, sacrilegious almost.
I love the smile. And I love the host guy. He's
Sacrilegious.
He just keeps saying, oh, it's like you can tell he's trying to be polite, but he's just burning it, like low-key burning.
He just
it.
uses the word sacrilegious.
Sacrilegious.
I don't even know what the term means exactly, but it doesn't sound like it's a good thing. I don't particularly want to be sacrilegious.
I don't
Do you
think
get any
so.
criticism?
No, well,
Do you get any criticism? No. Let's read the comments, guys.
If you put the video at 0.25x speed, you can notice he plays nearly no notes at the right pitch. It seemed to me that he played more glissando than normal fingering. Set the speed to 0.5 and you'll hear. Horrible tune and there's no rhythm. Oh!
Do you ever get criticism?
No.
Pretty sure as any artist, if you never get criticism,
You're not really an artist then.
yeah.
You're not growing.
Mozart got criticism.
Yeah.
Sibelius got criticism.
Tchaikovsky got criticism for his concerto.
Every great artist gets criticism. Well, maybe that's why he doesn't get criticism.
we have a lot of discussions with people. What we aim to do with Fuse is to inspire people and introduce them to lots of different styles of playing the violin. You can play the violin in wonderful jazz styles, in romantic styles. You can play it very percussively, like...
Go on, give us a go.
That there's nothing percussive about that at all.
It's called spiccato, mate.
make it sound romantic.
Sounds like he doesn't have rosin on his bow.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we're being too picky.
Jazzy. So there's lots you can do with... But what we've done with this is we've hand applied
And this
50,000.
is $1.5 million, is it, this
Yeah.
one?
$1.5 million violin. He looks so proud of it too.
Why is that $1.5 million?
You could buy a Strat with that money.
We've just released the world's first 24-karat gold electric violin in collaboration with the jeweler Theo Fennell.
To inspire people, we need to put 24 karat gold on every single violin, make it at a price where majority of musicians around the world cannot afford, but that's okay. I'm inspiring you guys.
What we aim to do with Fuse is to inspire people. We've just released the world's first 24-karat gold electric violin.
He's literally trying to plug himself. He's trying to sell this.
Do you still keep the musical kind of integrity if you're playing at great speed?
I just love how he's running out of questions. He's like,
Actually, no. You know what he's asking? You know how
Yeah.
before he's like, isn't it sacrilegious to play slow pieces fast? And now he's like, do you keep the musical integrity?
yeah.
He's just like,
You do. Flight of the Bumblebee is a fun piece of music. I think that is the musical integrity, is to have fun and to wow people with it.
okay, I need to say something first. To have fun and wow people, that's good. Fair enough. I agree with you on that. But Rimsky-Korsakov, when he wrote the score, he wrote dynamics. He wrote very specific notes with harmony, orchestral accompaniment, articulation. Playing random glisses that doesn't even resemble what the composer writes is not musical integrity.
But it's having fun.
But what can I say though?
I'm having fun.
Maybe I'm just being like, I don't know, like classical party pooper. But look at him play. That smile, he's not having fun. He's here to sell his $2 million violin. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I reading too much into?
What gave you the first idea of going for the world record?
So,
Yeah, go.
sure. There was a wonderful violinist called David Garrett who said it back in 2008 at 1 minute and 6 seconds, 66 seconds if you like. The challenge was to take it in under a minute. Can we do that? Well, I'm the first person to ever do it.
Right,
Can we do that? Well, I'm the first person to ever do it. In a second, we'll show you what David Garrett's attempt sounded like. But let's listen to this man's attempt first. Maybe he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
go.
So I gotta pause at that pitch. Man, they're like quavers, bro, like in time.
That's why there's music scores. It doesn't write cadenza.
When it's like in one position, you can kind of fake it, but every time he has to like shift, he like skips 4 notes.
Yeah,
That little. This is the actual David Garrett world record.
You can hear notes. You can hear notes.
Why don't we beat this record? Let's be the fastest violinist in the world and do it in 30 seconds.
Yeah!
Let's do it. Guys, will you look at that? 25 seconds.
I actually had lots of fun. If you want to break a record, good on you. Break the record, but get the right notes and play it on time. Like as with any trained musician or anyone that wants to be a musician, just do it properly first before you try to break any records. You don't need $1 million instrument to break a record. You can just go to any shop online, your local violin shop, that will give you a nice affordable violin where you can learn to play violin.